This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, catching up with the Gators head coach pregame. This is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Rebels offense who will have the football first. We expect to see them feed K.D. Daniels, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Follows his blocks. It's Daniels. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good.
Snags it, and he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. Just barely got rid of it.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Out wide right, it's Cunningham. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Moves to his right. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. So Florida's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this team is undefeated for a lot of reasons, but David, I think one of the biggest, if not the biggest, is because of the play of their defensive line. On defense, they create negative plays. They get sacks, they get TFLs. Third downs are a problem because it's third in California. And they get takeaways. When you can pressure a quarterback, you force bad decisions. Their disruption up front, that's been monumental for them.
It's been great. So you just got a lot of confidence in this offense, man. They're excited, let me tell you, because what are they going to do to try to combat that? How do they slow the rush? How do they get the run game going so these guys can't just pin their ears back and get to the quarterback? Tremendous challenge for this offense today.
Third and long right here. Jones to throw. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Daniels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
On the delay, it's Turner. He's got enough. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now on the counter. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Jones wants to throw it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy, and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Finds his target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. Out wide left, it's Landry. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Gators want to move quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Drag down. They'll need a bunch on second down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Had to force that one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make...
He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started.
You can probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Rides to the back. He's past the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Knight. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught, it's Cunningham. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Delayed give. It's Turner.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He's looking to pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Jones to throw. Lucky to get it off.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Second and long here. Pulls it in. It's Stockton. There he goes. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. He's got it down the field. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken care of.
From the red zone, it's Clark. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gators! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Using his legs, it's Daniels. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Smith's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Going with the ground game left. Knocked down immediately. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got out of trouble and throws. Just got rid of that one.
And you've got to go for this on 4th down. I mean, this offense hasn't even punted yet in this game anyway, and they've gone for it on 4th down a few times early, but the field position dictates that you're absolutely going for it here. Trailing on the scoreboard, you've got to dial up a good play. You've got to get your best playmaker the football.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Clark.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Jones wants to throw it. They're all over it. And he avoids the sack.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Gators will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Burrowing for yardage. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Got it. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on down.
Justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Uh-oh, look out. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, definitely want to toss it to them and get them on the perimeter.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right side, it's Cleescorn. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Miami University Redhawks. And it's the Cowboys coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it took them a long time, but they finally pick up their first win in what's been a difficult season. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game inside the Swamp. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the Swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, the Florida head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he absolutely knew this was going to be a dogfight here today. With both teams undefeated this late in the season, he understands the quality of this opponent. He told his guys in the locker room, we have to separate ourselves, and it starts now. I'll let you know how that develops here on the sidelines in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Turning it on! They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keep it on the ground. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Fresh setter downs going to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. In traffic, it's Cook. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Turner. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Under pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
Man, now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
From the gun, it's Clark. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Right at the line. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. And they swarm him under. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. On the draw, it's Clark. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Left side is Cunningham. Bring him down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Brings into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Still looking to his right. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Release to the back. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Callaway. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Second down to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just had to get rid of it.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Gators decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. He's going to get loose. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give on the counter. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sets his feet. It's Dawn. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The Gators will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Boyd. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun. Wants to pass. Out wide right. It's Clark. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looking for room. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Rebels offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Here's the give off the left side. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to pass, it's Foster. Right side, it's Turner. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a great job by the defense, winning early in the drive to set up a 3rd and long situation, and then they're just playing back. They're making sure they keep the football in front of them, they make the tackle, and they now set up 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He's changing the play. Needs it here on 4th down. can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quick give. It's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Both of these teams off to great starts this season, trying to announce themselves as contenders, and only one can remain undefeated. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Finds space. It's Clark. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Jones to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Two somewhat unexpected, undefeated teams, and only one will stay that way here in the final few moments. Out wide left, it's Stockton. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. He'll set up to throw. Unloads it left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Over the middle, it's Smith. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Foster. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Florida. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And how about this defense keeping everything in front and making the short tackle to turn it over on downs? Great place to start for this offense. Running inside, it's Clark. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll run him again. All over him immediately.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Chunked it away just as he was hit. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw. It's Foster. Caught over the middle. It's Cook.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Turner. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's a first and 10 from the 42-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads in the nick of time.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this